Alright guys, this is a tutorial for the song Last to Know by 3 Days Grace, and I kinda am doing this because I noticed that there weren't any tutorials, any piano tutorials for this song anywhere, and I kinda figured that there would be some people like me who would want to learn how to play it, so that's why I'm doing this. And I'm going to start off by saying that I don't have the sheet music for this, and I don't know if there is any, but I'm just saying that right off the bat because I know there are going to be about 500 people going, "Do you have the sheet music?" And I don't. So anyway, this is just the verse and the chorus and second verse and whatnot. But if there's anybody who wants to learn how to play the bridge or the second chorus, whatever you call it, at the end, I'll put up another tutorial for that. But I hope this helps. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to start off the first riff that he plays in the verse. You're going to start off by playing a B and an E with the left hand. And in the right hand, you're going to play an A. So altogether, you get that kind of chord. Alright? Now you're going to take this A and bring it up to a B with the right hand. Alright? Then you're going to play the B in the left hand again, and the A and the B in the right hand again. So altogether you get... Alright? After you do that, you play the B in the left hand again, and then you do this little with the right hand. That's A, G, A. Alright? Now that's all together, that's... Alright? When you hit that A the second time, when you go... Alright, that last time you hit the A, you're also going to play C and E in the left hand. And you get this kind of E minor sound to it. So, I'll play it a little slower for people to understand. Alright? Now, the second part is kind of like a scale going up with the right hand. And in between every note, you're going to hit this C. So after you hit this A, that chord, you're going to play B, D, E, and F sharp. Alright? And then in between all those notes, you hit this C. Alright? So I'll play it a little slow. After you hit this A, alright? I'll play through that whole riff slow, in case you missed something, right? Right? That's that. Alright? He plays that twice for the first verse. And then he goes on to this second riff, which is kind of the same thing, except the last part of the riff is a little bit different. So, after you do this riff twice, right, you're going to play that same first part again, the same way you did it last time. But instead of playing an A minor chord, you're playing a C chord, regular C chord, C, E, G. Alright? And the scale has changed up a little bit too. So after you play the C chord, you're going to hit, in the right hand, A, B, D, and then E, D, E. And again, in between every one of those notes, you're going to hit that C. So, altogether you get this. Alright? So that second riff, altogether, is... Alright? So the order of that is he plays that first riff twice, then he does the second riff, he goes back to the first riff again, and the second riff twice, alright, and then he does this next one, alright. This is all kind of confusing, but it'll come together, alright. When he says, she didn't say a word, she just walked away, you get this third little riff, alright. So, in the left hand, you're going to play an E, and in the right hand, you're going to play a F sharp and G, kind of quick. So it's like, alright. After you do that, you're going to bring the right hand down to a B. Alright, so you get this. Alright, and then from there you're going to hit this kind of weird looking chord. Alright, it's a C, G, and a D. Alright, so you get. Play an E, hit that same chord again, hit an E, and you're going to play that D major chord. That's a D, an A, and a D, and an F sharp. Alright, after you hit that D chord, you just get this E, D, A. Alright, so all together, I'll play that a little bit slower. And then he goes into the chorus. So let me play that whole verse again for you to kind of get the order and the feel for how it's supposed to sound, alright? Play it a little bit slow.